Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica Page, and today I'm gonna show you how to do my everyday, super easy, super quick, natural makeup look. I use a combination of drugstore products, Sephora products, Ulta, all of the above. I use this for like a little lunch date, church, meetings, if I just want to look put together but not super glam. This look, I do have a full face, meaning I have on foundation, I did a little bit of contour, no, eyeshadow, mascara. I have a full look, but it's all done in a super easy, natural way with neutral and natural colors. This literally takes me about 15 minutes. If I'm in a hurry, it can take me 10. If you wanna see how I can go from this to this, then keep watching.
Here with Erica Page, which a budding career. Erica Page.
She has a lot of big dreams and a lot of big goals for herself. Skincare routine, makeup look that I love. Are you ready? Are you ready? Bienvenidos a mi cocina. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Really quick, I just want to say before we get started, I'm not a professional makeup artist, not a makeup guru. I do like to do my own makeup and play around with different looks. I don't know everything. I'm not coming here with all the answers or anything like that, but I am an actress and I've had my makeup done by a lot of people over the years. I've learned about so many different techniques and products. I found a great little process and system in my makeup routine. If you want to see how I made this look happen, then keep watching. Okay, before we get started, I want to say always do my skincare before I do my makeup. If you don't, you need to start. Skincare is everything. The first thing I always do and start with is brows. Right now, I'm using Milani Dark Brown Stay Put Brow Color. I really like this stuff. It works great. Highly recommend. I think it was, I don't know, $7 or $8. And then I've got this Pretty Vulgar eye brush. And what I do for my brows is I always just start in the corners and then I'll go in and fill in the inner part. And I normally use a pomade, and I also use, actually just restocked on this. This is literally one of my favorites. I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what is it? The Brow Wiz, the brow pencil she has, which is great, but I go through these brow pencils so fast. I just couldn't justify spending $25, $30 on a brow pencil when I was having to replace them like every few weeks. Always do my brows. Like even if I'm not wearing any makeup, I always fill in my brows. It's just a thing that I have. I have a few go-to makeup looks that I like to do. What I'm gonna show you today is a natural look. Like I said, I go in a little first with the pomade and then I will go in with a pencil. I always put a darker shade on this part and then I'll go in the inner with a lighter shade if I have it. If not, I use the same shade. I'm not even gonna lie. So next I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna just do the outer corner. I always like to brush through as I go. I have not gotten my eyebrows done since February. That is so bad. That's embarrassing. Next, I'm gonna go in with the same exact pencil, just in a different color, and this one is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in light brunette. And the first one I used for the outer parts was brunette. So for the inner part, I always like to kind of put a light line here to kind of know where I need to, the range I need to stay in. And then I'll just take little swipes, and sometimes I'll go back through and just add a little. And then brush them out. Super quick, super easy. I know some people have a crazy brow process and it takes them like 20 minutes just to do their brows, and I'm like, yeah, no, not me. I'm pretty quick. I'm like, okay, we gotta get this done. Now that my brows are done, I'm gonna go in and add my primer. I need to buy me some more of this stuff. It's the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. I really love this stuff. So I rub this all over my face because I have a lot of pores. It sucks, but it is what it is. But I definitely try to make sure that I rub and pat in the areas where I know my pores are worse, which is always in this area. So I'll just put my primer on, and then while I'm waiting for it to set in for a couple of minutes, I'll just go ahead and like get everything ready that I'm gonna do next. So be right back. Okay, after my primer has been sitting there for a minute or two, I will go in with my concealer. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I use the color Custard. I always like to go in first and add some concealer under my eyes, maybe to a little redness around my nose, any place where I have blemishes, which right now I don't have a ton of like blemishes as far as pimples. I definitely have a lot of redness. Now I'm gonna go in and just blend this through. I always like to start blending with a brush and then I finish off with the Beauty blender. I already wet this, I'll just go in. The hair's gotta go up for a minute. I forgot to say this is the Sephora Contour Highlight Illuminator Contouring 80 brush. I've had it for a long time. I really like it a lot. Next, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. Y'all, I got this brush. It came as a set in one of my BoxyCharms, and it is literally probably my favorite foundation brush ever. I love it. Oh, it's an actual BoxyCharm brush. It doesn't, that's the actual brand. It doesn't say the name or number of the brush, but this is what it looks like. All right, next I'm gonna go in with foundation. Right now, my skin color is not where it normally is, and I'm not as tan as I like to be, but normally whenever I have a little color on me, this is what I always use. It's a Too Faced Born This Way. I use the color Sand. This is my ride or die, my go-to. I have used this foundation for years and years and years. So since I'm a little not my normal color right now, I'm gonna put some of the Born This Way, and this other foundation I've started using recently is really, really great as well. Dior Forever, and I am the color 2W. It's a little lighter. Actually, a lot lighter. I'll just go in and put a little, just to mix it and make it a little lighter so it's more of the right color that I need. I'm too stubborn to go buy lighter foundation because I'm like, I'm gonna be tan again. And I'll just kind of blend it on my hand and use my hand as a palette. Now I'm gonna go in, and I always just like to kind of evenly dab it around first, and then I will go in and blend. And I do the same thing with this. I start off blending with a brush. I like to put on my eyelids as well. And then I'll go back with the Beauty Blender just to kind of finish it off. This foundation's amazing. If you haven't ever tried it, I highly, highly recommend. Anything that's left on my hand, I always like to get off everything and use any excess to rub down the neck and blend it in. Make sure you always, always blend neck. Now I'll take the Beauty Blender and just kind of some more. Make sure everything's blended really good. Now that that is done, I'm gonna go back in with my concealer. I know some of you might be like, well, wait, you already put it. Why are you putting more? I just personally feel like it gives me a better coverage. It helps me cover, you know, the redness and other blemishes that I might have. I don't do a ton, but I do go back in and I just add a little bit more under my eyes. I don't normally do the blemishes on my face afterwards unless I really need to, if I've got some major things going on with my skin that day. Otherwise, I just do it this way. Go back in with Beauty Blender. Next, I'm gonna go in with a little powder contour. Can't even read what this is because it's so old and beat up, but this is the KKW Beauty powder contour. Look, yeah, it's definitely time for me to restock on this. This is the brush that I use. Let's see, what is it? It doesn't say. Just go in here, the cheekbone, the side, and then the jawline. And I like to get a little under here as well. And then I'll go in with the other side. So nothing too crazy, and I'm gonna blend this out more. I'm not gonna do any like crazy nose contour. I don't really know how to do a crazy nose contour, honestly, but sometimes I will take a smaller brush and go in, but normally when I'm just like trying to do a quick look like this, I'll just go with this brush and just be really gentle with the sides of it, just like so. Next is my favorite part, and that is blush. I love blush, y'all. I know some people don't care for blush. I love it. I probably put way more than I should. This is a combination I'm loving right now for blush. First, I go in with this Note blush. It's the Desert Rose 05, the Luminous Silk Compact Blusher. It's a really, really pretty color. Yeah, I think it's so pretty. This is very, very pigmented, so just lightly dab. Just, you know, put it on the apples of my cheeks. I do my nose too. And my chin. And now, y'all, I love this blush too. I'm obsessed. It is Alamar Cosmetics. This combo, I like to do these outer two like orangey colors, clearly since they're almost gone. I use the pink a lot too. And I'll just go in. I don't know if anybody else puts I don't even really know if you can see it, but I always like to dab a little on my forehead just cause I don't know why, and my nose, and my chin. Right now I'm gonna go in with this KKW. It's her brightening powder. This is a number 2. So I'll just go in and kinda. Now we're gonna move on to eyes. Since I messed up my brows a little when I did my foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and get my brows back where they need to be. This eyebrow never ever wants to cooperate. It's so annoying. We all have that one brow, right? Once I'm done with my brows, we can move on to eyeshadow, which I keep super basic, honestly. I personally love using my contour color to go in the crease of my eyes first, just a little. Now we'll go into the actual eyeshadow, and I'm using, I know you can't even see, everything I have is just The writing is worn off. You can't see what it says. But this is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Look how dirty this thing is. Oh my goodness. Love this color right here. It is called Pooter. I never knew the name until right now. That's fun. And I take this brush, Motor Pro. I don't know, I really like them. I think it came in BoxyCharm. So I just go in and kind of like dab it a little. And then I will go in the outer corners and crease a little. I do the outer corner and then I bring it in as well. So I just blend and then I bring in, and if you feel like you don't know how to do makeup that well, when you're doing eyeshadow, I think the most important thing is just always make sure you blend. It makes such a difference. I look at old pictures and I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, what was I thinking? Right now, that's good enough. I will be doing more blending, but you're about to see why I'm not going to just yet. This brush, it is, I don't know, y'all, I will try to find the names of these brushes that I don't know and enter them here for you, but basically it's just got that little like angled, and I like to use this for outer corner when I put a darker color. I'm gonna go in with this brown color right here, which is called Mocha. Decent, I put a decent amount. And how you hold the brush and angle it is everything with this when you do this. I kind of make it, I guess, kind of like a triangle. But here, I like to bring it over a little. While I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little right here on this bottom part of my eye, not too much, but I kind of make this joint. I personally really love putting eyeshadow on my bottom. What is this called? The bottom. I'm gonna go back in later with a smaller, more defined brush and go with a darker color, but for now, I like to do this. For the next step, you can really use whatever blending brush you like to use. I really love this one. Can you see? I'm gonna go in with this color right here. With this color, I basically will kind of just bring everything together and make it all blend and look pretty. So I'll go in like about right here.
And just kind of blend it up, make all this kind of joint come together.
Yeah, I like it. Next, I love doing an inner pop. I go in with this color right here. It's just a sparkly, beigey type color. And I like to be pretty generous with it. I'm not gonna lie. I will put right here and then bring it out. Same for this side. And then whatever excess is left, I just go and kind of add up here. This brow needs a little more help. Now I'm gonna go in and put some eyeliner in my waterline. I'm really loving this one from Sephora. It is like a really pretty pinky, nudie, blushy color. Another one where I can't read the name, but I'll put it here for you. So I just go in and I add to my waterline. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. I think for today, I'm just gonna do a really simple powder liner. You need one of these brushes, or at least what I use. And I'm gonna go in with this darker color right here. There. It is Chip. I start at the bottom first and I go back in and lightly add it to the bottom. And I kind of like to give myself a little wing with the powder. Just go very lightly dab. Very important, I will go back in with that same color I blended everything out with earlier, that like tannish color, and just kind of blend everything out. All right, y'all, we are almost done. The next step, I'm gonna go in with mascara. I recently discovered this mascara and it is amazing. I love it. I'm obsessed. It's the Maybelline Total Temptation, and this is in the color, I don't know. I would use a black mascara. Oh, I hate when that happens. I just got mascara, my eyeshadow, no. Mascara is definitely one of those products that I tend to go for the more like drugstore brands, honestly. I feel like you can find some that are just as good for a fraction of the price. And of course, always do like 2 coats. Honestly, I probably do like 2 or 3. I love this mascara. Okay, next we're gonna do lips. We're almost done. This is my latest lip combination. I'm always making my own colors and I kind of switch it up and I go through little phases. And right now it's this one. Well, kind of this one. I have 2 of the KKW Beauty liners. I have the nude number 2. So I use that, and this is the lip liner Love. I take the darker one.
Line our lips.
And then I'm gonna take the lighter one. I'm almost out of this. I love this. It's the Revlon Smoked Peach Matte Lipstick. So pretty. I'm almost out. After the liner, I'll go in and dab this. I don't like to rub it, because then I feel like we rub the liner off in a way. And then next I will go in with this KKW Beauty lipstick. It's a color He's a Mixer. And I just kind of dab it. Real pretty nude color. To finish off the lips, I will now go in with this gloss. It's a KKW Beauty. It's called Proud of You. Just do it like more so in the middle part of my lips. I'm basically done. Like all I do now is I go back in, touch everything up before I spray my setting spray and then add highlighter. I basically take and use whatever is left on my brushes and just kind of go over the areas that I did add powder to earlier. Blush, and now setting spray. I've really been loving this NYX Dewy finish. And final step, I'm gonna go in with some highlighter because that's a must. All right guys, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about my makeup process, products that I use. Let me know how you like this look. I would love to know any of your go-to looks, your go-to products you use, all that type of stuff. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Let me know about any future videos you wanna see, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I just gotta show y'all. I am in desperate need to get my studio fixed because right now it's just, this is just not okay. Not okay. I'm gonna get it together, y'all. Really, really soon. I promise. Okay, I'm done. That's it. Bye-bye.